Right. I think we're live.
All right. Hey, everybody. Todd Rieck here, and I have the privilege to introduce to you guys Ron Deering. Now, Ron Deering is a guy that I met about a month ago in Las Vegas, and he is absolutely amazing. I mean, he has become an incredibly close friend and just welcomed me with open arms. And I'm just going to introduce you to Ron Deering. He's amazing. I think you'll agree. And I'm just going to hand it over to him. Ron, tell us about you.
Well, Todd, thank you. Thank you so much. And again, I am honored and blessed to be working with you. To have met you in Las Vegas at our convention last month was pretty incredible. You touched my heart, and I'm just thankful that we are able to continue this relationship. And because of technology, we get to do things like this, which is kind of fun. So let me tell your audience a little bit about me, what got me involved in this amazing company, My Daily Choice and HempWorks. About a year and a half ago or so, I was unfortunate enough to not be feeling real good. It was about Memorial Day last year, and I was actually in Vegas visiting my son, youngest son there, and came home, and a week later was still not feeling great. Didn't have a lot of pain, didn't know what was going on, but went into the hospital, and they said, yeah, you may need a stint or something. You're having something go on here. And they did an angiogram and found out I had 3 blocked arteries, they said. So they put me on life support, and the next day they cracked open my chest and did open heart surgery and found 5 blocked arteries. So they did a quadruple bypass, and I thought this was it, man. I am, Rocky, I'm on the mend, and everything was good now because they cleaned up my plumbing. And 3 months into my cardiac rehabilitation, I was on the treadmill at the hospital, and I felt really bad. And so I went around the corner to the Veterans Administration office, and they did a full workup on me. And the next thing I know, they're calling 911 in the hospital, in the ambulance, and I'm having a heart attack, apparently. So they had to put 4 stents. 2 of my bypassed grafts totally failed, and they had to put 4 stents in. And that was in September of last year. So that first year after all this happens, from September of 17 to 2018, is kind of the critical time when things are healing and getting on their way and doing what they need to do so that you can start working properly again. And it was in May of this year that I was introduced to this company. And it was the second week of May, and I saw it and got involved right away because I saw what I call a perfect storm. It had amazing corporate leadership, amazing products, CBD oil, and we'll talk about that in a second. It had an amazing system that virtually almost built your business on autopilot if you learned and did the work to put people in. And amazing field leadership with people like Aaron Parker and Robert Hollis, again, and we'll talk about him in a second. But so I jumped on board. Didn't do a whole lot that first month because I was getting my medication still adjusted and put into play. And 1 June, I had gotten my product finally and started feeling a lot better, and decided, you know what, I need to share this with anybody and everybody that I can contact. And I did. And I went in that month and I put in 23 people. Not a lot. There were people putting in a lot more than me. But I was fortunate that those 23 people allowed me to go to 5K and then 10K in 19 days and end up the month at just at 24,000 in volume, almost 25K, my first month in the business. And it's been a whirlwind since then. I've been at 24,000, 25,000 up until October. Last month, I actually qualified as a 25K affiliate and re-qualified as a 25K affiliate again yesterday on Thanksgiving. So that was my second month. And we have just been creating an amazing movement, in my opinion, where we are creating, there's so many servant hearts and so many servant leaders in our business, so many people like Todd that have a heart to help other people truly, not just cliche say, but to actually do it in their actions. And that's why I'm going to hesitate and stop just a second, because if you've been in a business before and you've always felt like, man, I just don't get any support. I don't get any help. The product isn't doing this or that. And it just doesn't seem like the timing's right and everything else. You need to reach out to Todd. You need to comment below. You need to private message him. You need to reach out to him and ask him for a free tour. And something else here I'm going to end with when we get to the end of this, because I want to tell you something else that he can offer you, but there's a price you got to pay. And I'll tell you what that is. So we're building this community, and at the convention, every convention that you've ever been to, if you've ever gone to any before, they're exciting. You get to meet people that you may have only met online before. You get to make new friends. You get to hear all the new announcements and everything that's going on. Well, what they did was a little bit no different, but a lot different, because they gave away more money than I've ever seen at any convention before. They gave away a car. Somebody won a car. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been at conventions before where they've won cars. And Todd, probably you have too. And I've always said, yeah, that's really great. You win this car, but now you got to pay all the taxes and the licensing, and you got to figure out how to get it home if you flew, and you got a ticket you got to turn in, all these things. Well, after they won, the car recipient was announced, the owner of the company, Josh Wago, got up there and gave him a big hug and told her, congratulations and everything else, reached in his pocket, handed her $3,000 in cash and said, this will cover all of the fees and all of the taxes for this new Lexus, not a Volkswagen, a new Lexus. And then he reached over and he told her, and we're going to pay to ship it home for you. I've never heard of a company do that before. So they did it right. They did things that no other company's ever done for me in 40 plus years of being in network marketing. It was just amazing. Two other third-party organizations were there and announced basically that, not even basically, officially, that the only network marketing CBD oil company that I'll ever work with is My Daily Choice and HempWorks, which is our company. We were certified basically the purest, the best of the best as far as our product, how pure it is and where it comes from. And our CEO was indoctrinated into the board of directors for the U.S. Hemp Roundtable and Gen Con. So we've got the best of the best, and that was all great, and that was really neat. But the thing that really hit home with me was they announced two new products. The number 2 commodity traded in the world is coffee. The number 3 commodity is creamers and things you put in your coffee. So what My Daily Choice and HempWorks did was the two new products they launched were coffee and creamer. They married them with CBD oil, which is the number 1 trend in our lifetime. Wow. Talk about a perfect storm. So what you've got is the number 1 trend in holistic and medicinal plant and product combined with a tried and true number 2 and number 3 commodities in the world. Wow. So has our company gone ballistic since October? Oh my goodness. 30 to 50,000 products being shipped out already. It's luckily we have hired, 15 to 20 new people. We're already handling it. People are getting their products. The coffee is amazing. They also introduced a new version of our CBD oil, cinnamon flavor. If you know anything about cinnamon, it's got so much medicinal benefits already. And the taste of Todd, does this stuff taste amazing or what?
My God.
It is just incredible.
It's a game changer.
It is a game changer, exactly. So, when you sit back and you sit thinking, oh man, if I could have been involved with Microsoft, if I could have been involved with Amazon, if I could have been involved in, Google or Facebook, any of these things that have exploded into billions and trillions of dollars, well, now's your chance. Now's your chance. And here's the last thing I want to tell you about. An 8-figure earner is an amazing individual who's created 55 millionaires. A gentleman by the name of Robert Hollis. He wrote the book, How's That Working For You? And he's also put out a new book, just came out, Shackled to Free. And there's his first book that Todd's got, both of them. multi-millionaire, multi. He's in the top 30 ever in the world that in network marketing, right? He came out of retirement to help his wife build this business, and he did his due diligence search, went all over the place trying to find the right business to help his wife build. He chose this business, and that's the great news. But the amazing news is he's allowing us to offer to you all of his training that you normally get paid thousands of dollars for, absolutely free. Not only all of his training, but a free gift. I think it's 2 free gifts now, his books, for free. Now there's a price to be paid. There is something that you have to do. There's something a step that you have to take, some action that you have to perform, that if you don't, it won't happen. But again, this is free. This is free. You don't have to pay any dollar amount for it. But here's the action you have to take. You have to ask Todd for it. Everybody get that? The action you have to take to get all of this free training from an 8-figure earner, someone who's already created 55 millionaires, is just reach out to Todd in the comments below or private message him and say, I want the free training, Todd. If you don't ask, I think it was Michael Jordan that said, I miss 100% of the shots I don't take. You won't receive any of the training you don't ask for. It's not going to pop up in your email or any place else. You need to ask Todd for it. And if you don't, just think what you're missing out on. You wonder why I'm so passionate and I have such a huge vision of where I want to be and who I want to be and where I want to go. It's because of what we have our hands on. The number of people that we can help in their physical lives and in their financial lives. And I'm just so proud, so honored and blessed to be attached and working with Todd that I wake up every day thankful. And what he has that he can offer you that can change your life and allow you to change other people's lives is something that you may not see again in your lifetime. So Todd, again, thank you. And I want to hand it back to you.
Ron, wow. Thank you so much. I mean, yeah, you made the hair stand up on my arms. Thank you so much. And guys, if you don't know Ron, what I love about Ron, he is a servant person. He helps everybody like no other. I mean, he is amazing. He's a man of God. He loves the Lord. He resonates with me and so many other people in every way. I mean, I just love associating with Ron because he's such a good example. He's a good role model for us, for how we want to be, for how I want to be. And, for him to give his time and help me, and that's what he's doing right now. He's helping me right now, and he's helping me succeed. And you know what? He's one to listen to because, like I said, he gave you all his numbers at first. He went really high up as far as in this company in very short order. And he didn't mention this, but I heard rumor that you're right on the edge of hitting 50K. And this is monthly. Is that true, Ron?
There's a good chance I could hit it this month.
See? And he's still going. He's still growing. And the way that he grows and the way that he helps himself is by helping other people. And that's what I do too. I help other people because that's how we all get ahead. All ships rise in a high tide. And, if you guys want help, leave information in the comments, private message me, and I'll help you too. Ron will help you too. Because if you join us, you get us both. And we will help you succeed. And we will get you to a point where you can help others succeed. It all is just a revolving circle where everybody helps everybody, and we truly do help people. So anyways, leave a comment below, and I'll get you information, private message me, however you want. But I'll let you take a free tour. I'll get you that free training that Ron was talking about, and we'll help you succeed. Because that is how we build our business, is by helping you build yours. So thank you, Ron. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you with everything I got. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Todd. And thank you all for listening to us and just taking a few minutes out of your day to be here. God bless you all. And thank you again, Todd.
Thank you, Ron.